We all know who I play.
The moment I go into one, all of them are there.
That's good, that's good.
Let's keep it with it.
Got IV, but I died for it, I think. Legend!
Oh. But I can't get Mercurial handgun because I'm just a little bit.
Go, go! Legend.
Yeah, close.
Right. So we all know who Mo and Krill is. He's this big, fat, mole bastard with a monkey on his back. But for some reason, you know, people build him like a tank. And because of this, he has a fucking coin flip win rate. Shocker. And the funny thing about all the tanks here is they kind of have like a dash or some shit. Like, you know, Abrams has this fucking shoulder barge, Goat has his fucking dash bollocks. But Mo doesn't really have that. Mo has his burrow. And, you know, you need items to make that stuff a fucking engage. Which is just fucking garbage. So, I designed this build. It's not tanky. It's not good. Fucking... And I say this in the build, you know. Fucking, don't use this build, it's garbage. But, you know, after checking my win rate, I don't think that anymore. So, I've made this fucking video to explain how this build works, what it is, and why the tank builds are garbage. But the most popular build I see other Mo builds use, they build Quicksilver Reload. Quicksilver Reload. For the guy with one of the worst guns in the game. So, anyway. Now, I've been using this build for a long time. I've been using this build since before the new heroes came out. I've been using this when it was just fucking Mo, Bebop, Vindicta, and then the rest. And I liked it. It was unseen. It was great. It was shit in the beginning because, of course, I was a new player. I didn't fucking play this game a lot, and that's okay. I've tweaked it a bit, and now it's a lot better. And of course, we get new items here and there. That stuff changes. People get nerfed, buffed, you know. Except Haze. Cheers. Anyway, I digress. So, the build involves building Spirit Mo. But, it uses an item that I don't really see anyone else build. Because honestly, the item is garbage. And that's Alkfire. Now, we love Alkfire here. Because it basically sets this build apart from just being fucking, ooh, we stuck fucking a bunch of items on our ult, and yeah, it's fucking, ugh. But no. Because for some reason, Alkfire scales with Spirit, despite it being a yellow item. Good job, I guess. So, yeah, we use that to deal shitloads of damage, and, you know, we'll show that here. Go make one
Oh my god, I don't need something to hit. I can't believe it. No, for sure been dead already. I'm really really how pissed off I am.
Oh, now you pull back, Oh! She's taking something, just wait.
Oh, she's coming through.
I see her! Over here!
Get out of my fucking ends! Rip right.
Nice, GG's.
So, we've seen the build in action. It's pretty fucking simple. You throw Alkfire, you ult them, they get fucking drenched in piss, and fucking eat shit and die. Which then allows you to stack your ult. which then makes you more tanky, which then means you can get more stacks. One of the reasons why this build works as effectively as it does is it allows this big bastard to farm camps a lot earlier than most champs. Despite Alkfire doing a lot less damage to non-champions, it still shreds camps, allowing this bastard to take camps, like level 2 camps, as soon as they spawn, by himself. Especially if you max level his wand to basically get just a free Mystic vulnerability, which you can get pretty early if you're farming effectively. And you don't really need any gun-based items. You should get cultists to deal with the level 3s, but really, you can just kind of start stacking your one vulnerability on them, and just start meleeing, because his gun's trash. Now, the reason why I say this build isn't good, and this is very much a meme build, is because it does have weaknesses. Shocker. And that main thing comes from the fact that you probably have one of the biggest hitboxes, and 2 headshot hitboxes, and you don't build tank items, because you're going Fat Assassin, or the Hawk Tuah build, as I like to call it. Ugh. Anyway. So, yeah, you're very vulnerable to characters who can shred you, like Haze, Wraith, Viper, fucking Billy, etc. But you can also just 100 to 0 anyone who does not build any spirit resistance. Hell, even some spirit resistance still gets through if they don't have a lot of health, like Haze. Which then allows you to kind of bully the shit out of anyone like that. Another problem that was faced early in making this build is the fact that you are slow as shit. Like, without your burrow and fucking that one item that makes you shoot faster but also removes any speed penalties you have. Yeah, that one. That's really your only engage, and that's using burrow, which, as I've said before, leaves you really open to melee attacks, so you can't really just charge in at someone like a twat. But we do anyway. So yeah, and, you know, this leads to a lot of problems. Is that if people are faster than you, they don't really have to fight you, they can just run away, and there's not really a lot you can do about it. And that begs the question, what do you do when people outrun you? What do you do when people are too high for you? What can you buy to fix all of your problems with one item? And boy am I glad to show you what it is.
Strike!
And why am I the only one fighting? Fucking low. In fairness, he's just there fucking watching, jerking off with his fucking fire hand. Getting...
You gonna get me?
I know. I regret nothing.
Yeah, Phantom Strike exists, which again is another item I don't really see a lot of people building, because it's incredibly situational, as you really need to be someone who wants to be in melee range when everyone has a fucking gun. So yeah, Phantom Strike kind of allows you to kind of get those people who are either too fast or too high for you to get, which then allows you to do some crazy outplay potential, like countering Lash Ult, killing that really annoying Vindicta, and just bullying the shit out of one person over and over again until they quit the game and you get an easy win. Anyway, get out there, try this build, or don't, I don't really care. But, you know, try to have fun. And in this game, it's really fucking hard. I'll put the build ID in the description if people actually want to try it, and hell, offer me some tips, some tweaks, and, you know, the likes. I'll be happy to try them, and if they work, you know what, maybe I'll use them in another video. But for now, I think I'm done. Ciao!